For March Madness, and already it might be the game of the day. Christian Hammond from Santa Clara, Otega Owe, a career day as Kentucky, the 7 seed, takes on Santa Clara, the 10 seed. It was an up and back battle the entire time. Santa Clara up 1. Now Santa Clara up by 2. Someone's got to answer, and for the Cats, they find Owe. Otega Owe driving through the lane, 12 seconds left, spin move, flush, we're tied. Okay, Santa Clara going the other way. Next possession, little dribble handoff. Defender goes with the ball. Wide open. Allen Graves drills it. 2.4 seconds left. What are the Cats going to do? From 50 feet. We're going to overtime. Otega Owe putting hands over mouths. The bank is open on a Friday. Otega Owe saves the Cats season. To overtime we go. Sash Gavalyagov.
Say that again.
I can't. Knocks down the triple, even with the lead. 2 points. Oh, yeah, here they go. Jubate with the layup. Easy work down low. We're tied at 79. Kentucky with a 2-point lead. 6 blocks on the game for Brandon Garrison, rewarded with running the floor and slamming it on the other end. One more time. Yeah, that was block number 6. The Cats survive and advance, and a half-court heave has them moving on to the round of 32.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mashburn, how we feeling?
Feeling good, man. But you know what? Let me take a step back. I'm glad they're advancing, but just like Jalen at the University of Michigan, there's a sense of pride because of the history and the relationship with that university. I went to Kentucky when they were on probation. I have a different kind of pride and expectation. I went there when Coach Pitino, nobody wanted to go to Lexington, Kentucky. I was one of the first ones to commit to help revive that program back. They were 14-14. Fan base is tremendous. But what I take pride is the guys in the jersey, how they participate, how they move forward. It's not an expectation to get to the tournament. It's Final Fours and championship. I didn't have an opportunity to win a championship there. I had an opportunity to go to the Final Four, and he took me out in New Orleans. But we were back on the map because of that. So when I look at the University of Kentucky, I think about all that history and all that stuff that I've been through with them. So my expectation level is different. It's not necessarily searching for perfection. It's searching for urgency, and it's searching for a plan. It's searching for, hey, you got to do it for your brother. You know how it is, Jalen. You know what I mean? It ain't really about the name on the back of the jersey. It's the name on the front of the jersey and the expectation. And there's a lot of players throughout the history of Kentucky basketball, Dan Issel, Kyle Macy, Goose Givens, a long list of players who set that tradition, expectation that the Kentucky fans expects a winner. And they deserve that. And so just advancing past Santa Clara, back in my day, if Santa Clara was on our list, it would be no question that we're going to knock them out. So I just have a different perspective and what I look at the University of Kentucky and where they're at now. I would like to see a sense of urgency and more of like kind of like a sense of pride. I mean, I know these kids go out there to NIL money. That means nothing to me at the end of the day, because when you go back to that university, they love you for what you did on that court and as a player and as a person.
So you're happy? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yes, I'm happy. Yes.
Now, there was something that you and Coach noticed at the end of the game that deserves attention. Herb Sendek was trying to change the momentum here.
Right. This is some of the most action-packed 15 seconds you're going to see. You see multiple passes. You see multiple screens. You see a spin dribble. You see a layup. And it's 9 seconds to go in the game. Neither team calls timeout. You advance the basketball. You get into your offense. Graves sets the pick. He steps back, knocks down the 3. Now, the head coach trying to call timeout. He's trying to call timeout, but Kentucky picks up the basketball, as Coach pointed out. So now they advance the basketball. They don't foul. They don't foul.
Oh, I didn't even
Foul
think
up
about
3.
that.
He hits them to send it into overtime. So there were 2 or 3 different things, if you're Santa Clara, Lefkoe, that you're kicking yourself about as you lose this basketball game.
As a watching that, should Herb Sendek had looked the direction of the trail official on the baseline side to get the timeout rather than the one running ahead of him?
Or maybe what he could have done is come out on the floor a little bit,
gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
And then, it was a bang play. And then the other thing, too, while we talk about fouling up 3, Otega's got the ball, and he's advanced passing that ball. Does he feel the contact and take the heave? And because of the way they're calling continuation now, it's no longer an automatic.
See, he's looking at the wrong official.
Correct.
The official's running away from him.
Running away from it.
Correct.
But the guy across the
even think
court
about
could see.
fouling. Just foul.
The guy across the court could see. The trail could see the whole play there. He could have jumped in
Right.
and waved his hand and called that timeout, but I think he saw the ball in possession and let it go.